Get rid of your kit lens for users of the Canon mirrorless system. Today I want to cover the best Canon RF lenses for beginners. These are affordable, versatile, and will help you grow in your creative journey. So first, why even RF lenses? Canon is putting so much into their mirrorless line and their growing RF series of lenses. You'll be crazy not to ride this wave. You'll be crazy not to start investing. So the Canon RF mount lenses is for their R series mirrorless cameras. They are all known for great image quality, fast autofocus, and super lightweight. And to date, Canon has made lenses to cater to the pros, the prosumers, and the beginners. Today, we're going to cover the beginners. So first up is tried and true, the Nifty 50. You can find this lens for less than $200. It's a perfect prime lens for anyone starting out. So the key points here is that it's affordable coming in. Let me check the price. All right. So it's affordable coming in at $199 brand new, but at this point you can find it used. It's an f1.8, which means you can let a lot of light in and you can get that nice blurry background when you're shooting photos or videos. And also 50 millimeters is a great focal length for taking portraits, shooting video, and 50 millimeters is a good hybrid lens in my opinion. You can get crispy portraits or you can get nice B-roll video at this focal length. So the Canon RF 50 1.8 coming in at $199 is a great first lens to add to your kit. Next up is a zoom lens. It's the 24 to 105 f4 to 7.1. At the time of me recording this video, it's $399. The great thing about this lens is it carries a great range of focal lengths, going from 24 millimeters, which is very wide, to 105 millimeters, which is very tight, like a telephoto lens. It's like having a few lenses in one. So with that said, you can cover landscapes, you can cover portraits, you can shoot video at different focal lengths to switch up your shots. It's very versatile for the hybrid shooter, and it won't break the bank. Another thing that I really like about this lens is that it has built-in image stabilization. That means you can get rid of those little shakes if you're shooting handheld, and it helps when taking portraits as well. So overall, this lens is lightweight and compact. But why is it so cheap? It's more of an entry-level lens because of the f-stops. It goes from f4 and it varies up to 7.1. And the more pro L series lenses, you get this same focal length, but it's consistent at f2.8 or f4, which lets in a lot more light. Hence the reason why they're almost triple, quadruple the price. But if you're a beginner and you're looking for a zoom lens that can fit a ton of needs on a budget, this is the lens for you. Next up is the RF 35 f1.8 prime lens. Personally, I call this the social media lens. It's a great focal length for crispy pictures and videos, especially in this social media world we're always shooting vertical. You can get nice close-up shots at this focal length, and you can also get a nice blurry background with the f1.8. Another thing that's great about this lens is you can get macro shots, meaning you can be very close on your subject and it still be tack sharp. This lens also has built-in image stabilization. At the time of recording this video, this lens is $449, still a great price. So personally, if I just got a mirrorless camera, this is the lens that I'm buying first. It's a macro lens, it's a nice focal length, and images and video quality is tack sharp. I would consider myself a pro at this point, and I use this lens on a lot of shoots. So I just shared 3 different lenses. But what should you choose? I would start with this 35 millimeter. It is so good. It is so good when you're taking photos. Like, you can do portraits with this one. You can do group shots. You can get detail shots. It's really good. So if someone asks me in what order should you buy these lenses, personally, I would start with the 35 because that would get you going with taking pictures. You can do landscape photos. You could do portraits. You could shoot great video. You could get really close up because of the macro capabilities of this lens. It's image stabilized, so that's even better for video. It's f1.8, so you can shoot in different scenarios such as low light. You can get that nice blurry background for different creativity looks. Like, you can get, this is very versatile. I feel like this is the best bang for your buck. Now you got your feet wet with the 35. Second, I would go with the 50 millimeter. It's a really popular and versatile focal length. The drawback to the 50 is that you don't have image stabilization, but you still get a crispy photo. You still get a crispy image with this lens. So many people, so many pros still use this lens to this day. Obviously, there's more pro level versions of this particular lens for the RF mount, but at $200, and you can get it cheaper, used or refurbished, you can't really beat it. So for these, probably under $600, you can have a pretty solid kit with these two lenses. So coming in at 3 would be the zoom lens, and it's 3 because of the f-stop. So from 4 to 7, depending on what focal length you're at, that can present some challenges, but it's not a deal breaker. Having that focal length, having the versatility of 24 to 105 is really good, especially at that price. So you're paying less than $500 and you can do so many things. And if you're in this to make money or start a business out of it, you can easily get your investment back and upgrade in the future. But again, because of that f-stop, I put that at number 3. Don't get me wrong. I've seen people shoot weddings and shoot weddings, events, different things with that particular lens and got great results. So there you have it. These are my recommendations for RF lens for beginners. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know what's the first RF lens you want to buy outside of the kit lens.